Good afternoon, everybody. The anthem is in the books, and you are looking live at Frederick Douglass Field, downtown Newark, New Jersey. Today, Rutgers Newark softball in a non-conference matchup against the visiting Baruch Bearcats of the CUNYAC Conference. Both of these teams in action yesterday. Baruch taking on St. Joseph Brooklyn in a doubleheader. They dropped both of those contests, 12-4 and 5-4, respectively. Same result for the Scarlet Raiders, except for the fact that it was a conference matchup yesterday, as they dropped a double dip to the Ramapo Roadrunners. Game 1 in 5, 16-1 the final, and Game 2 also in 5, that final there, 14-4. Speaking of Rutgers Newark, just still catching our breath after that phenomenal men's volleyball victory last night in the CVC postseason championship tournament quarterfinal game, as the Scarlet Raiders defeating Elizabethtown College, E-Town, 3-1. And the Scarlet Raiders boarding a bus as we speak to head down south to Washington and Lee University, the host school for the CVC men's volleyball semifinals. That game tomorrow, as Rutgers Newark will take on Juniata. But folks, it's all about softball here today, part of our doubleheader here at Frederick Douglass Field. And leading things off for Baruch, it's number 5, Megan Bell, the 5'4" senior third baseman out of Queens, New York. Rutgers Newark, we mentioned the losses yesterday. That brings their overall record to 3-19 on the season. Still looking for their first conference win here in 2026, 0-8, as the Scarlet Raiders at the bottom of the NJAC right now. But listen, that all could change under the tutelage of head coach Jackie Davis, her assistants Maeve Connolly, Rob Kochansky, and Peyton Shells. The head coach for Baruch in his first season. Congratulations to Ciro Gentili, longtime Long Island high school coach. Coach of the year multiple times, and Gentili with the reins. Hobson now at 1-7 on the season with a 6.53 ERA. This is her 17th appearance, and she has been a workhorse, carrying most of the load in the circle for the Scarlet Raiders this year. To be exact, it's over 64 innings. The next closest Scarlet Raider is Mia Aquino in the circle with 38 innings to her credit. And the count now 1-2 to the number 2 hitter, Wychutis. Just last week, the Scarlet Raiders taking on another CUNY opponent, and that translated into a couple of walk-off wins in dramatic fashion here at Frederick Douglass Field. That would be Jay College. Baruch 9-13 overall, 2026, and they are undefeated in the CUNYAC at 2-0. And the count 1-2. And Hobson deals. And that's flared foul. defensively for Rutgers Newark. Rimus will get the start, as you can see her out there in center field. Left field is Ellery Mahoney, and that's a shot over to the third baseman, Keelan O'Brien. And O'Brien at the hot corner, doing a nice job of stabbing that one for the second of the inning. In right field, it's Kayla Cardozo, and now for the infield, Abreu at short. O'Brien, as we just mentioned, getting the start at third in her usual spot. The second baseman, Kristen Kloss. Abreu at short. It's Farisi holding things down at the catcher position. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter for Baruch. That's number 9, Mina Barriga. One of the captains, co-captain to be exact. She will handle the catching duties as well, a 5'4" freshman out of Palmdale, California. So after a really tough day in the cold weather, I might add, yesterday, a bit of relief with the wind today, but the temperatures actually a couple of degrees lower than they were yesterday. And drawing the walk is Barriga. So much so, with these low temperatures in April, the New York Metropolitans of Major League Baseball moved up their start times both yesterday and today to avoid the cold weather at night. But we will be well into the night after we wrap things up here at Frederick Douglass Field. Temperatures expected to get down once again in the low 30s before a warm spell breaks through, I think, on Friday. And that's foul back and out of play. It's the number 4 hitter at the plate for the Bearcats, number 28, Mia Fada. One of the tri-captains, I should say. The other one being Jules Wychunas, along with Mina Barriga and Mia Fada. Fada now at 1-1, getting the start today in center field, a 5'7" senior out of West Nyack, New York. Shout out Clarkstown South. Section 1, I believe. Swing and a miss, and Michaela Hobson with a couple of strikeouts and a walk. So the Bearcats leave one on. And after the first half inning here at Frederick Douglass Field, Scarlet Raiders coming to bat. A due up will be Rimus, Cardozo, and Soncia Hughes. We'll be back after this brief timeout. You're watching Rutgers Softball live on Raider Vision. And here we go, Scarlet Raiders up to bat for the first time here in Game 1 of our doubleheader. John Heffernan with the call today. I want to thank you so much for joining us. We've got a couple of games on tap here. We'll be with you for a while, and we hope you stay for the ride. Leading things off It's Mariah Rimus, the 5'2" center fielder out of Roxbury High School. Rimus, the leading hitter on this Scarlet Raiders team, batting .349. Also has the most hits on the team with 22. Have not seen a home run this year for Rutgers and Newark. This cavernous outfield, that's a tough spot to hit a home run, especially you factor in the wind. And that's in there for a called strike. 3-1 now the count. Starting in the circle for Baruch, it's the 5'9" junior out of Archbishop Malloy in Middle Village, New York. Number 1, Leilani Jimenez. Strike 3. Oh, man, down looking goes Rimus. Nice job by Jimenez. The count was actually full. Jimenez 5-7 on the season with a 5.40 ERA. This is her 15th appearance here in 2026, pitching the bulk of the innings for the Bearcats at over 70 now. She's given up 66 hits, 65 runs, 55 of those earned, to go along with the whopping 73 strikeouts. I'm sorry, 54 strikeouts on the season. That would be 73 walks. Easy does it there, Johnny. 2-0 now the count as Cardozo is the batter. Cardozo with a big double yesterday. Looking to continue that hot bat here today. Cardozo, 5'3" senior out of Elizabeth High School. Starting today in right. Jimenez going sleeveless out here in this bright sunlight today at Frederick Douglass Field. Rare to go. And that's going to be off speed high and outside. And the 3-2. Ball 4, Cardozo takes her base. And the Scarlet Raiders have a runner aboard. We mentioned the Baruch doubleheader loss yesterday to St. Joe's of Brooklyn.
No, but some of my teammates did it last year. Some of my teammates did it last year.
Leilani Jimenez with an RBI single in that game 1. So not only is Jimenez impressive in the circle, but impressive at the plate as well. We'll see how it all unfolds here as Hughes rips that one foul. Baruch College, for those of you who may not know, located in Manhattan, New York City. Part of the City University of New York system. And that's line foul. Founded in 1919, 107 years ago. My gosh. And believe it or not, there's well over 20,000 students. As a base hit into center field will put 2 aboard. So Hughes with a timely piece of hitting up the middle. That's about 20,000 at Baruch. And of course, the Bearcats, part of the CUNY-AC Conference. Ralph Lauren, the famous designer, a graduate of Baruch College. Could tell by those snazzy uniforms. Maybe Ralph's got something to do with that. Who knows? Now, J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, a Baruch College graduate. Jenny from the block. I wonder if she played any softball. And that's fouled back and out of play. And of course, the former mayor of New York City, Abe Beam, a graduate of Baruch. And that's high and outside. Destiny Morey batting cleanup today for Rutgers Newark at a Science Park High School, getting the start at first base. Swing and a miss. Morey kind of pulled her head out on that heavy swing. Morey with 3 hits this year in just her 31st at bat. Good eye, Destiny Morey. And Morey still looking for her first RBI of the season. And an opportunity to do that right here and get the Scarlet Raiders on the board here in the bottom of the first. Full count and the payoff. Ooh, what? That looked low. Come on now. Either way, it's a called strike 3. And there are now 2 away for Keelan O'Brien. O'Brien batting .302 on the year. And she ropes one into the gap in left center. That's going to go to the wall. 1 run scores. Rounding third and coming home is Hughes standing up. That's a 2 RBI double for O'Brien. And a gorgeous double. And the Scarlet Raiders on the board here in the bottom of the first inning. And for O'Brien, she picks up her 12th and 13th RBI of the year. It's Freezy now at the plate for Rutgers Newark. With 2 away, Jimenez low. And a pitch, a slow roller to third. And there's the third out of the inning as Farisi grounds out to the Bearcats. And Megan Build in the inning, but not before some damage done by Rutgers. They take the 2-0 lead on the RBI double by Keelan O'Brien. Hobson will take her rightful place in the circle as we head to the top of the second. We'll be back with more Scarlet Raiders softball live on Raider Vision right after this. And we're back here live, top of the second. It's Lavery at the dish for Baruch, and that one just fouled down the right field line. Lavery had an RBI single yesterday in that Game 1 loss to St. Joe's of Brooklyn. Lavery batting .333. She's got 23 hits on the season to go along with 14 RBIs. And Hobson deals. That's in there for a strike. Lavery at 5'2".
I like their pinstripes.
And Hobson, the pitcher for Rutgers, at 5'7". I wonder if that what kind of challenges that presents for the powerful arm of Michaela Hobson. The strike zone perhaps gets a little bit smaller. Just one of the many adjustments and nuances that these pitchers face. Game in and game out. You notice now a couple of pitches in a row that Lavery has had some trouble catching up to. And I think that speaks to the efficacy of the graduate student, Michaela Hobson, sporting number 13. Rutgers in the red pants and red and black tops. Oh, gosh. I mean, that was just nasty from Hobson, although it was called a ball. It just gives you a good indication of the repertoire that Hobson possesses. Oh, speaking of repertoire, how about that one? Right on the lower back area of Lavery. We've got a HBP. Lavery now at top first base as she gets looked over by the first base coach. She looks a little shaken up on the plate. She'll be all right. She jogs it off. Lavery out of Howell, Michigan. Congratulations to the University of Michigan Wolverines on a big national championship win in men's basketball on Monday night, as they defeated the Northeast's UConn Huskies. Danny Hurley and co. Outmatched really, really good Michigan team, and congratulations to the University of Michigan. Not sure how far that is from Ava's hometown of Howell.
The yellow is sour.
And the 1-0, Jimenez with a big swing.
I love sour.
Jimenez got some style, man. Look at those gloves. And 1-1 now to Jimenez, as Hobson takes care of some business there in the circle. And the pitch, and that's going to go foul. I like the way Jimenez held up on that, though. He made a quick adjustment. She probably guessed wrong on that pitch. Hobson again. A little cat and mouse here with Jimenez. Big swing and a miss. And Hobson blows that by number 1, Leilani Jimenez. And I like what I'm seeing from Hobson here today in the early going of Game 1.
Where's me over there?
That'll bring up the number 7 hitter. Number 20, Caitlin Belfield, the first baseman today, the 5'5" junior out of East Meadow, New York. Rutgers with the early 2-0 lead, striking first in the bottom of the first. And swinging right through that one was Belfield.
Probably.
And the who's on the
You're working on it right now.
Oh,
They
okay.
just sent someone else in now.
Oh, you're all good.
Not a lot. I feel bad for sticking my hand.
Nice. Man, oh man, just absolutely overpowering stuff from Hobson as Belfield goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Grace Osuch, the 5'7" senior left fielder out of Gilbert, Arizona. Shout out Campo Verde High School.
Like the movie.
Osuch batting .283. She'll pad those numbers now with a clean base hit in the right field. Nice job, Grace Osuch. As Osuch collects her 18th hit of the season. Go along with 10 RBI. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Melanie Robles, the 5'1" junior right fielder out of Westwood, New Jersey, and Westwood Regional High School. That one gets past for easy. The runners will move up for Baruch. A little 2-out rally here by the Bearcats with the go-ahead run at the plate. Let's see if Hobson can dig down deep. And that's in there for a strike. As we mentioned, Robles, the 9 hitter today. 5-1. Hobson's going to have to keep that ball low. And on a beautiful pitch as Robles gets a piece. She's now in the hole at 1-2. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Michaela Hobson gets out of a jam and preserves the 2-run lead as Robles goes down swinging. Baruch leaves a 2 aboard on the base path. As the Scarlet Raiders coming up to bat, we'll have it for you and much, much more after this brief timeout.
Women's volleyball and men's basketball.
And we're back here live in the bottom of the second at Frederick Douglass Field. Scarlet Raiders up at bat.
Oh, you want me to do 3?
And a bunt laid down by Mahoney
That's fine with me. I thought you didn't want that.
for the first out of the inning.
So,
Mahoney trying to sneak aboard there laying down
Women's volleyball for
a
sure.
pretty good bunt, maybe just a little too much on that one, as the Bearcats respond defensively for the first out of the inning.
Men's basketball. for sure.
Kristen Kloss pulls back
I feel like I go
after
to more of the baseball,
squaring up to bunt as well.
but probably softball just in case I can't ever like make it to the baseball. Hold on.
And a grounder to second.
For sure, or are you gonna tell someone else?
Two
that
up
they're
and two
doing
down.
it? Oh my gosh, Ra.
We'll bring up Laura Abreu for Rutgers.
The first two you're doing.
Okay, can you braid my hair really quick? Yeah, braid hair.
The first two you're doing.
That's my one my hair off.
You might do the first.
And the pitch, that's right over
You want
for
just like the
a called strike.
Oh.
Abreu batting, this is her 28th at bat. She's got one hit on the year. 3 runs scored to go along with 2 RBIs.
You're invited.
Jimenez in the dirt. Count now 1-2. And Jimenez deals. Now Abreu goes after a high one. It's a high fly ball handled by the shortstop for Baruch, Jules Wychunas. 3 up, 3 down for Rutgers as we head to the top of the third. 2-0 Scarlet Raiders. We'll be back with more right after this. And we're back here live in the top of the third inning.
You don't gotta,
2-0 score if you're just joining us. Rutgers with the lead. For the Bearcats, it's Megan Bell with her second AB of the day. Megan 0 for 1 today, batting .393. She struck out in her first at bat.
So who is this alleged drama guy?
Slow roller. Nice play by O'Brien. Look at that throw from Keelan. Man, she's got a gun over there at third base. Or a laser. I don't know. Maybe stay away from the
There was a strong
comparison to firearms. Either way, Keelan O'Brien. What an arm. How about that? That's a good one. Gotta be careful these days. And that's going to be poked into a right center field for the base hit.
And next year they want to take over the Instagram. And then that
That's a conversation.
So Wychunas, I hope I'm saying that right, gets her first hit of the day. She's at first, and that'll bring up number 9, Amina Barriga.
Supposedly. And then that day.
Barriga, the catcher for the Bearcats, walked in her first at bat.
And that there's like issues apparently with her and Aiden. stuff she was asked to post.
Or not posting things?
Yeah, like Aiden asked her to post something specific by a certain date because they were like they needed a post or something, and she didn't do it. And like I said, she fought really hard to be the one that did the men's volleyball. I didn't really care that much. Like,
And the 0-2
I
now.
would just
Hobson
already have
deals,
meetings
and the
with
runner
her.
goes.
Yeah.
Farisi with the throw to second. Abreu.
So
Beautiful tag.
I saw how bad she was.
And what a throw by Farisi for the final out of the inning.
So, for example, we have an ingrown hair serum that prevents ingrown hairs.
Rimas, Cardozo, and Hughes due up for Rutgers.
Nobody's gonna have control over every sport.
Rimas 0 for 1 today at the plate.
Let me do it. She could do it.
She struck out on her first AB.
No, there can only be one, David.
So Jimenez,
Yeah, but there's one.
despite giving up those 2 runs, and now a base hit up the middle from Rimas. Looked like Jimenez settled down a little bit after giving up those 2 runs. Rimas picks up her 23rd hit of the season. She's now 1 for 2. So a leadoff single from Rimas. And Rimas goes on the first pitch. And she's out. Great throw by Mina Barriga. So Barriga and Farisi going tit for tat, back to back, with solid throws on the steal attempts.
Because, like, I don't think she's opposed to helping.
Nice pitch. Oh no, I guess that's inside for a ball. I'll let the umpire make the calls. I don't have to. I don't have to piggyback. We're kind of at a tough angle here too, as far as our vantage point. What may look like a strike may not be. Oh, now 3-0 to Cardozo. Low, a ball 4. Rutgers would have had 2 aboard if not for the throw out from Barriga on the stolen base attempt from Rimas. And that'll bring up Sia Hughes. Jimenez, nice pitch right down the middle. Hughes takes for a called strike. Hughes way up in that batter's box. Front foot almost out of the box. As we've gotten accustomed to with Sia.
Sounds good to me.
Sia. It's a nice name.
I don't want to be above anyone.
You just said that I want to be
A little different.
Yeah.
unique, just
I
like the
hope so.
player. Hughes brings so much passion to this game.
You know why though?
Very focused young lady.
Touch the main page at home. That's me. I just do the sports.
Fair.
And a swing and a miss.
And if I hear any drama next year, I'm gonna start deducting page.
With 2-2 the count.
Fair. But I don't think it's like nothing like
And swing and a miss. Hughes goes down swinging.
that much about
Good job by Jimenez for the second out of the
here
inning.
that way. Like you'll get better,
And that'll bring up Destiny Maury.
focus better on like one page.
Like I
But
still don't understand what the men's volleyball.
Maury 0 for 1. Batting cleanup.
willing to work together and do that.
High and outside, ball
She's
1.
very particular, and she's a very close connection with some of the people on the men's volleyball. And she wanted to do it, like solely wanted to do it. And that's fine. Like if you think it would be better, like to do that. I'll do
Maury
women's.
cranks that one deep and foul down the left field line.
But it's also annoying that like I went through people before I like said I was doing something. Like I help me as a
Maury enjoys
her. Like I spoke with you about it. How to eat
writing
about
in
it.
her free
I am
time
a senior next
when
year,
reading.
So like I want to have like good things to put on my resume and all that. But like she just like automatically assumed she was doing it because she said so. Which is the only part I cared about, being a little rude. But once I talked to her, she was like, oh, well, I was given the information that I was doing it, so.
And the off speed,
If you feel it's
low.
to not work together, then that's your decision.
Ball
Like,
3.
me.
I'm sorry I slowed down both y'all. But I could have misspoke. I just saying.
A run on first with 2 away
She was told what she wanted. She didn't want it.
for Destiny Maury, and Jimenez deals. Oh, man. It's a nasty pitch right there.
He wants it for graphics.
Then the basketball manager.
As the count now full.
Yeah. But I do.
Let's see. Destiny can dig deep here. Going against a tough pitcher and Jimenez can't deliver.
Oh, snap.
That one low, ball 4. So it's Cardozo on second. Maury at first for the hot-hitting Keelan O'Brien.
Logged outside of it.
Keelan making her chops here with 2 away.
Like, a lot of people have the.
Well, I'm doing the Instagram takeover this week, so I'm about to log in.
Good eye, O'Brien. It's the hard-nosed player. We talked about that arm at third from O'Brien. It's just a complete performance here in game 1 for Keelan O'Brien,
That's second. Well, I don't know.
as we have seen all season long. The stalwart for the Scarlet Raiders. O'Brien, the senior, out of South Brunswick. And she gets up underneath that one. And that's going to fall in for a base hit. And 1 run scores. Score now 3-0. And throw over to third. O'Brien, that gets away. And holding wisely was Maury. But O'Brien moves up to second. Here in the bottom of the third, Scarlet Raiders increase their lead to 3-0, and that's going to get away from Barriga. Covering home was Jimenez.
How long does she do it for?
Count now full, as Farisi should take all the way here. And she does just that.
So. Well, we were together for like 3 years. Perfect.
And Farisi with a shot to short. What a play. Gorgeous job by Jules Wychunas. Wychunas with a strong defensive play at short for the final out of the inning, but not before the Scarlet Raiders grab another run to make it 3-0. And we will head to the top of the fourth. You're watching Rutgers Newark Softball live on Raider Vision. Back with more after this. Oh boy.
What if we told you that this may hold the key to improving gut health for millions of people around the world? Or that we're studying how art can boost our mental and physical well-being. That this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers. Or that he was able to get him healthy and back on the mic thanks to our innovative care delivery. These are just a few of the ways Rutgers Health is breathing new life into academic health.
And we are back here live at Frederick Douglass Field. And that's in there for a called strike from Hobson. As the number 4 hitter and captain Mia Fana at the dish. It's flared in the right field, chest foul. Fana out of Clarkstown South High School in Westchester County. I think that's Westchester. That's her 4th year on the Bearcats team. As Mia recorded her 100th career hit in the CUNYAC tournament win against Hunter College last year. Mia, the captain of her varsity team, Clarkstown South in 2022. Also a member of the National Honor Society. Good for her. A marketing major at Baruch with a minor in communications. And wants to become a marketing analyst upon graduation. Very well accomplished young lady. And Mia goes down swinging for the first out here in the top of the 4th. And that'll bring up the catcher, Amina Barriga. Barriga has walked and struck out today. And Hobson deals, flared foul. Whoa, that was a shot down the first baseline, having to duck out of the way. Was the Baruch assistant coach. We mentioned them earlier. Ciro Gentili, Nicole Flint, and Joey Campanelli. Probably Joe Campanelli down there at first. And a slow roller. Foul ball. And that's popped up down the first base side. Fighting off the sun was Maury. Great job by Destiny, as that technically was in foul territory. She's kind of straddling the line there. So either way, it's two-way. And that'll bring up Jimenez, the pitcher for Baruch. Big swing by Jimenez. She went golfing for that one. As Hobson continues to impress. Hobson has struck out 7 and walked 1 and just given up 2 hits. And we're only in the 4th inning. And that's flared down the right field line and foul. So 2 hitters so far for Michaela Hobson. Got to be happy with that if you're Jackie Davis. And like to see this young lady's hard work pay off. She has been tireless in the circle, especially this week. And the pitch fouled away. Staying alive is Jimenez. New York Yankees playing pretty good baseball right now. They'll be back at it tonight in the Bronx and a day game tomorrow. So despite the Devils just down the street in Newark at the Prudential Center being out of the playoff hunt. And throw over to first for the final out of the inning. Nice job by Keelan O'Brien. And that'll bring up Rutgers Newark. Yeah, but making some noise. The Yanks, the New York Knicks, Devils and Rangers out of the playoff hunt in the NHL as far as our locals are concerned. The Islanders still in the wild card hunt as they just made a coaching change. But anyway, enough of that. We're going to take a brief timeout, and we'll be back with Rutgers coming to the plate. Bottom of the 4th, right after this.
Sometimes I like to give the crowd a break. Yo, we need people. After I do all 3, the next time I do it.
0-1 now. So number 12 for Rutgers here in the bottom of the fourth. It's El Mahoney. Mahoney, the sophomore out of Yardley, Pennsylvania. And that's fouled away. And Mahoney takes a swing, fouls that one off. Mahoney stays alive. Check one, there we go, okay. And Jimenez deals strike three. Nice job by Jimenez. And we'll take a quick look now at Jimenez's numbers here in the bottom of the fourth. Jimenez with 4 strikeouts, 3 walks. And she's given up 4 hits. 3 earned runs, and the score remaining 3-0. Sharply hit to the shortstop. Whoa! Running that out. And safe at first. It's Kristen Kloss. So Kloss aboard, and Kloss always a threat on the base paths. Kloss 2 for 4 in steals this year. Everyone will have to come back as Kloss was off to the races looking for her 3rd stolen base of the season. That one's going to get past Barriga. Kloss moving up to second on the pass ball. And Abreu now at 3-1. Inside, ball 4. Abreu is aboard. And with just 1 away, it's runners at first and second for Rutgers. And that will bring up number 2, the leadoff hitter, Mariah Rimas. Rimas with a base hit so far, and she gets a lucky bounce there. Everybody's safe. So an infield hit for Rimas. That's her 2nd of the day. Maeve Connolly with handshakes all around. The first base coach for Rutgers Newark, and going to have a little discussion in the circle as the Bearcats huddling around the campfire in the circle. What other Bearcats are out there in the college world? Well, what have we got? Cincinnati Bearcats, of course, Division I. Of course, too many Bears to count as far as sports teams are concerned, but hey, with one away, it's bases loaded for Kayla Cardozo. Cardozo has drawn a couple of walks here today in game one. That's going to get past Barriga. One run comes home, and Kristen Kloss says thank you very much. And it's now 4-0 Rutgers. Wheels starting to come off a little bit here for Baruch. And that's in there for a strike. What?
I don't know, but he's messing it. Yeah. Watch the stream.
And the grounder to second by Cardoza. Good for the second out of the inning. But that is Abreu who will come home. So the score is wrong. Is he okay? Like, who is it? No, I mean, serious. Is it a child in there?
No. It's 5, right?
Yeah. I'm just going to turn this off real quick. And we're back here live at Frederick Douglass Field. It's 5-0 Rutgers. And that'll bring up number 24 Baruch, Caitlin Belfield. Belfield 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. I want to talk a little bit more about the first-year head coach for Baruch, Gentili. Looking forward to talking to the first-year head coach for softball. And that's low ball 4, so number 20 draws the walk for the Bearcats, Caitlin Belfield. Gentili was the head varsity baseball coach at Uniondale High School on Long Island for three county-wide league championships as the baseball coach. Also the Long Island Gators, Gentili was their head coach. The softball program from 2010 to 2021. SUNY Westbury was the undergraduate destination for Gentili. And former national level fast pitch softball player himself. Big Gino. Now holding the reins of Baruch College. Nice work, Ciro. Speaking of Ciro, you guys ever been to the legendary Ciro's Bar in Saratoga Springs, New York? Always a go-to destination when you're up that way in the summertime. Everybody, lead runner out at second. You know, if that horse racing is your kind of thing. Speaking of which, we got the Kentucky Derby coming up. Not too far from now. The Kentucky Derby will be in a couple of short weeks, but May 2nd at Churchill Downs, Louisville, Kentucky. And the final leg of that Triple Crown held here in the tri-state area. Belmont, Long Island, but due to the renovation, rebuild, call it what you will, that for the last couple of years has been held up in Saratoga. So grab yourself a cocktail and head on up to Saratoga and check out Ciro's. Must be 21 and over. 5-0 to score here in the top of the 5th inning. Hobson has been spectacular here today, and another strikeout from Michaela Hobson. She has been en fuego. Low. Hobson now with 8 strikeouts here in game 1. A season high. Just 2 walks, and she's only given up 2 hits. It's been the Michaela Hobson Show here in game 1. And the 1-1 high and outside. Doubleheader here today at Frederick Douglass Field. And the 2-1 now. Low, ball 3. Megan Bell 0 for 2 today. Struck out once and grounded out in her first 2 at-bats. And the pitch, low, runner goes, inconsequential as Megan draws the walk. So a 2-away, the Bearcats make a little bit of noise here in the top of the 5th inning. And that'll bring up Wychunas. Wychunas is an economics major. Favorite color, you guessed it, pink. Jules sporting the pink bat and the pink batting gloves. And that one is foul, tip. As Wychunas says, the person that she admires most, you got it, my mom. Good answer. Jules Wychunas. Their favorite baseball team, Philadelphia Phillies, for the Pennsylvania native. And that one fouled away. As Jules was the captain of her high school team in Dauphin in Hamburg, Pennsylvania. And post-college ambitions for Jules, she wants to become a lawyer. Now, Jules now at 0-2. I'm going to have to protect here with 2 aboard and 2 away. Hobson deals. Strike 3, down looking. Casa Serrato, case closed for Hobson as Jules goes down looking. And the threat from the Bearcats has been extinguished, at least for now. It will be the Scarlet Raiders coming to bat in the bottom of the 5th. It's 5-0 Rutgers. Back with more right after this.
Will you invest in yourself today? If you have big dreams but need a college degree to achieve them, then Rutgers University Newark is for you. We'll challenge you to see the world from a different perspective and teach you the skills you need to succeed. Opportunity is being at the right place at the right time. Newark is the place, and your time is now. Will you invest in yourself today? If you have big dreams but need a college degree to achieve them, then Rutgers University Newark is for you.
Welcome back to Newark, New Jersey, as our live coverage on Raider Vision on YouTube continues. Way out in front of that is Destiny Maury. Jimenez pumped up down for that pitch. Maury holds off. Oh, evening the count at 1-1. We got men's baseball on. Well, that's not something you've got to say men's before. We have baseball, ladies and gentlemen. coming up on Friday from Weekway Park in Newark. Connor Cortman and co. We'll have that game for you live on Raider Vision Friday afternoon. Hopefully it'll be a little bit warmer on Friday. And Morey draws the walk. Jackie Davis making a change, as it looks like we'll have a pinch hitter. Morey will run back to the dugout in favor of the pinch hitter, number 11 for Rutgers. Jessica Boyce, the junior out of Delran, New Jersey, aptly named Delran. Get it? Getting back to Friday's matchup, though, we're looking forward to bringing that one to you. It'll be a conference matchup between Rutgers Newark and William Patterson. And first pitch slated on Friday for 3:30 p.m. Runner goes. Oh! Nice job. Stolen base. Just wasting absolutely no time was Jesse Boyce. For Boyce, she is perfect 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts this year. And you saw why right there. So runner in scoring position, O'Brien now at 1-2. And that gets past the catcher, Barriga. And Boyce will advance to third. Pitch high and outside. And a 2-2 liner back to Jimenez. Oh, look at Jimenez holding the runner at third like a pro without hesitation. I like this Jimenez. She's got a lot of flair. I don't know. She's got a little swagger. Despite being down 5-0. Gotta love the focus here in the 5th inning. From the starting pitcher, the junior out of Archbishop Malloy, Leilani Jimenez. And you know, listen, Bearcats in first place in that CUNYAC conference. We're going to see a lot more from them this year. Let's take a quick look at that aforementioned CUNYAC conference. And a 2-0. Oh, it's cranked in a shallow center. But Farese will get the RBI on a sacrifice fly as the pinch runner, Jessica Boyce, comes across to the 6th run of the ball game for Rutgers Newark. Back to that CUNYAC situation. So we got a 3-way tie at the top of the heap. Baruch, John Jay, and Hunter, all at 2-0. Brooklyn at 1-2. Lehman and York at 0-2. Oh, basket catch in foul territory. Great job by Belfield to end the inning. But not before another run comes across for Rutgers. Now 6-0 as we head to the top of the 6th. We'll be back with more Rutgers Softball Live on Raider Vision after this.
Will you invest in yourself today? If you have big dreams but need a college degree to achieve them, then Rutgers University Newark is for you. We'll challenge you to see the world from a different perspective and teach you the skills you need to succeed. Opportunity is being at the right place at the right time. Newark is the place, and your time is now.
What team here has your favorite players? Or like the most players that are good? Yeah.
I would say men's soccer.
Men's soccer.
And men's soccer, use that.
Or what?
This one, yeah.
All right. Thank you. If that was me, I'm sorry. And we are back here live. And we're back here live due to some emergency surgery by Nicole Sullivan, our line producer today, and of course the talented Jalen Event, part of our hard-working crew here at Frederick Douglass Field to bring you all of our softball coverage today. So we apologize for that brief pause, although some of you, without the audio, may have enjoyed the break with the likes of this announcer. It's just a little self-deprecating humor, folks. Trying to keep things light here as we get into the lower temperatures as the sun is starting to set, which always factors in here to this different shadows and such, and how it affects the outfield especially. The 2-1 now from Hobson. Swing and a miss. The count even at 2-2 with two-way, and Hobson deals. And it's into foul territory and out of play as that one will go on the roof of the Resource Center as part of Rutgers University, surrounded by lots of Rutgers University administrative buildings, classrooms, the business school, the law school, and of course the Golden Dome off in the distance, where the Rutgers men's volleyball team had a big win last night inside the Golden Dome, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast. As Aiden Albrecht, Harry Tachi, Michael Suarez, Alex Kaloje, and others all contributing to a huge win last night in the CVC quarterfinals. Alex Solotki, Duncan Sturt, Massimo Rocco, Caden Comine, Adrian Mark. So many talented young men on that team. Swing and a miss. Hobson rolling here into the bottom of the sixth. She's going to look for that complete game. It's been a gem pitched here today by the graduate student Michaela Hobson. We'll head to the bottom of the sixth inning. It's 6-0 Rutgers. We'll be back with more after this. Kristen Kloss, the batter for Rutgers. We took you through the Kiniak standings as of April 8th. Happy birthday, Brenda, by the way. Switching now over to the NJAC. Ramapo remains undefeated in conference play. They took two from Rutgers yesterday, now standing atop the New Jersey Athletic Conference at 8-0. Stockton at 7-1. Rowan and the College of New Jersey are both at 6-2. Kloss draws the walk. Montclair State and Kane at 4-4. Willie P. and Camden at 2-6. Jersey City in their final year of softball at 1-7, and Newark at 0-8. Laura Breu as Kloss threatens at first. Kloss already a stolen base today. Yeah, so it's 3-0. Abreu squares to bunt, and on 4 straight pitches, Abreu's aboard. Runners at first and second. And that'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Rimus, but not before we may see a pitching change here. Ciro comes out to the mound, and I think indeed that will be it for Jimenez, or maybe not. So Ciro talking things over. Oh, yep, there we go. There is the sign. So Jimenez is done here in the 6th inning. Well, let's take a look at the final numbers for Liliana. So Jimenez faced 19 batters. Gave up 6 runs, 5 of those earned. A 6 hitter, 6 walks to go along with 4 strikeouts. Not too bad all considered. Yes, it's 6-0, but Jimenez has got some game. We'll be back with more on the change in pitching for the Bearcats. Well, right after this. And we're back here live. Ava Lavery swapping places. No, Ava Lavery leaves second base to now pitch. Jimenez is in right field. And that's going to move Robles. Waiting for confirmation on where Melanie went. Melanie! Where are you? And oh boy, what happened here? Rimus, I think was flexing that right hand. And Jackie Davis and the athletic trainer Rachel Janosch now talking to Mariah. Couple of warm-up swings there from Rimus. Still swinging, flexing that right hand. So runners on first and second now. And the new pitcher. And now that one fouled off the foot. And that's ripped foul down the third base side. And the off speed is outside. For Baruch, Ava Lavery is 0-2 on the season. It's her 8th appearance. Sporting a 9.82 ERA. Foul ball. Lavery's given up 27 hits. She has walked 31 and struck out 9. And the pitch. It's popped up in a shallow center. Nice job by Jimenez, rocking those shades out in right field. You need them out there. This low-hanging sun making its way onto the horizon. We started this ball game a little bit early. I meant to mention that earlier in the broadcast to just try to beat this cold weather. The game were initially slated for 4 p.m. I think we got a first pitch maybe, I don't know, somewhere around 10-0. And now 5:25 Eastern Standard Time. Cardoza rips that one on the left for the second out of the inning. Two-way now for Hughes. And that's in there for a call and strike. And the pitch off speed, and that fools Hughes. It was way out in front. Nice pitch. That's Lavery showing all our different pitches here. In the foul territory. Hey, Lavery, way to go. Good job by Ava. She shuts down the Scarlet Raiders and does her job for Ciro Gentili and the rest of the Bearcats. Folks, we'll head to the top of the 7th. It's Rutgers 6, Baruch nothing. Hey, Jalen, you know how much time we're going to have between games?
Usually 30 minutes. I think they're trying to get out of here.
Sounds good to me. So like maybe 15?
What if I told you that this represents a profound reimagining of how we're educating the next generation of care providers? Rutgers Health created a first-of-its-kind dual doctorate program that combines a pharmacy degree with a medical degree. It's this sort of expertise that's giving Rutgers graduates a leg up on providing the best care possible.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's just one of the ways Rutgers Health is using academic health to breathe new life into education.
Down to their final 3 outs here in the top of the 7th. It'll be Jimenez leading things off. And a swing and a miss. As Michaela Hobson looking to go the distance for the Scarlet Raiders. Jimenez is a actuarial science major. Jimenez started playing softball at 10 years old. And she's a Mets fan, everybody. I'm sorry about that. I'm just joking. I'm a Bronx guy, so, do the math. Jimenez pitched a no-hitter on March 1st of last year against Sarah Lawrence. Hey, man, that's amazing. And recorded her 1,000th career strikeout against St. Joe's, Long Island on March 22nd of this year. Pitcher of the week in the Cuniac a year ago as Jimenez draws the walk. Jimenez transferred to Baruch from LaGuardia Community College. I'm a big fan of number 1. She brings a lot to this team and will be relied on heavily throughout this season as Jimenez on the pass ball will take second. Jimenez also a basketball player, now standing on second. And was it Brooklyn Queens champs in 2020, also a National Honor Society member. She's got a big bat, a big pitch, and a big brain to go along with it. These ladies, man, they are just very, very accomplished, and it's great to see. Really, really, truly is. Here's so much noise in the world today, and social media, and everyone's addicted to their phones. That may be true, but we got some good ones out here today on both sides for both Rutgers and Baruch. I'm not saying you got to be smart to be good, but it certainly doesn't hurt. Smarts come in all shapes and sizes, not just in academics. But if you're going to be doing the college thing, might as well do it right. So hats off to Jimenez and so many others committed to both parts of the student-athlete moniker. Division III, in my opinion, the last bastion of what it truly means to be a student-athlete. Before things get a little cloudy at the Division I level. We've got kids making millions now playing the sports they love, and God bless them, but not the case here in Division III. So Farizi's going to come out to talk things over to her pitcher, Michaela Hobson. Allie, what do you think about Michaela? No?
I think she's awesome.
No, I'm talking about...
Oh. Yeah, you can talk to her. I thought you were asking me to get on the broadcast.
No. I meant
Yes,
she pitched a gem here today.
yeah. I think she would do it.
All right. We're looking to get Michaela Hobson in on the post game. That would be our first softball post-game interview of the season, but the problem is the softball team usually sprints out to right field after the game. The runners on first and second for Bearcats, looking to break up this this shutout bid by Hobson. And the 2-1 to Osage. Low, ball 2. Ball 3, I should say. Still no outs, so important pitch right here. Fatigue perhaps starting to creep in with Hobson as the bases are now loaded with no outs. Wow, that's different. And here comes Jackie Davis. We're not going to see a pitching change here, are we? All right, Jackie's just going to settle down, her first-year player in her 5th year of college. Jackie Davis certainly grateful for Michaela transferring here to extend her academic career in graduate school at Rutgers Newark. So Hobson going to stay in the ball game, trying to fight this one off. But a big threat here by the Bearcats. And that's in there for a strike to number 21. The pinch hitter, Irena Castro Johnson, 5'7", out of Denver, Colorado. High and outside. Once again, Hobson falling behind. Johnson, with her 7th at bat this season, still looking for her first hit. Now would be a good time for that. And there for a strike. Johnson, a alum of Lakewood High School. With the bases loaded, the 1-2. And that's going to be flared into shallow right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Johnson with their first hit of the year. It's an RBI single. And the shutout bid broken up by the sophomore Johnson. And the Bearcats are alive here in the top of the 7th. Johnson's going to come off for the pinch runner. As Gentili making some moves, the head coach for the Bearcats. And that'll bring up Megan Bell for Baruch. Bases remain loaded for the Bearcats. Tying run at the plate with no outs. And the pitch from Hobson in there for a strike. That's fouled away. And a slow roller to third, coming home on the play. Safe. The second run of the ball game. This scored by number 10, the pinch runner, Schwartz. I believe that was Schwartz. And it's now 6-2. Jordan Schwartz indeed with the second run of the game for the Bearcats. Schwartz, a 5'1" senior out of Queens, New York. The bases still loaded. The tying run now at the plate. I misspoke earlier. It'll be Wychunas in there for a strike. 1-2. Rutgers still looking for their first out of the inning. Wow. And the 1-2. A grounder to short. Abreu bobbles it and everybody's safe. Wow. What a development here. The normally sure-handed Abreu. And that will be E6. Still no outs, and it's now 6-3. The winning run at the plate for Baruch. And that'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Barriga. Barriga with 2 home runs in 2026 to go along with a team high RBI. And Barriga 0 for 2 today. Still looking for her first base hit. She walked and struck out and flied out. Barriga might be due. And again, falling behind is Hobson at 2-1. I don't know how much longer Hobson's going to last before this thing gets a little out of hand. Rutgers has got to secure the win. And that's in there for a strike. Infield playing rather shallow. Something to keep an eye on. And the pitch from Hobson, low and inside. So again, Alex, do we have a pitch count? What? 131 pitches thrown by Hobson. Make it 132. And another run on the walk, and it's now 6-4. And that's going to do it for Hobson. Davis will make the change here with no outs. And the Bearcats clawing their way back into this one will have the conclusion of this ball game after this brief timeout. We'll be back right after this. And we are back here live, bases loaded. The new pitcher for the Scarlet Raiders is number 27, Mia Aquino. And the batter is Mia Fata. So the tying run at second, the go-ahead run at first. And Fata with no outs and the bases loaded. Baruch in a great position. And the pitch. That's popped up towards right field. Kloss can't catch up to it. 1 run scores. It's now 6-5 on the base hit by Fata. And the improbable is happening right now at Frederick Douglass Field after an absolute gem pitched by Michaela Hobson. The Bearcats are within 1. Still no outs, bases loaded. And that's yoked foul by Ava Lavery. Lavery fouled out and struck out. And the pitch. Now 1-1. Aquino is looking for the save here. She's got her work cut out for her. And that's in there for a strike. Well, the Bearcats have come all the way back. And the off speed, another base hit, and we got a tie ball game. And coming across to score for the Bearcats, number 6, Wychunas. Go ahead run now at third with no outs. Leilani Jimenez, the batter. I don't know what's there to talk about. Aquino just got put into the ball game, but okay. Farisi talking it over with the infield. Jimenez looking for the go-ahead run here in the top of the 7th inning. And that's a ball from Aquino. Jimenez 0 for 2. That's flared in the right, just foul. Jimenez, oh, so close. Well, I just feel bad for Michaela Hobson, who actually pitched her heart out in this one. Up until this 7th inning, it had been the Michaela Hobson show, and gotta wonder. Jackie came out to talk to her earlier in the inning, decided to leave her in, and we're now tied at 6 runs apiece. No sense playing armchair quarterback. I thought that was the right thing to do. And she's been a absolute powerhouse all day. But it wasn't meant to be. And the pitch. And Jimenez goes down looking for the first out of the inning. Finally. Wow, that's different. I don't think Jimenez liked that. It caught the corner. But Aquino dug deep to get the first out of the inning, and it's a strikeout for Mia Aquino. Not an easy spot for Aquino to come into. One away, bases loaded for the lefty. Jordan Schwartz, who came in as a pinch runner. Schwartz looking to play the hero right now for Baruch. Way out in front of that one. And Schwartz cannot deliver for the Bearcats. So with 2 away, that'll bring up number 7 for Baruch, Grace Osuch. Strike. I'm sure Rutgers thought they were on cruise control here today as they led throughout the entire game, but got to play 7. Maybe even more today, unless Osuch can come up with a hit here. But she's in the hole now at 0-2 with 2 away. And wasting one there is Aquino. Osuch. Pressure on. A huge pitch coming up. And swing and a miss. Aquino does the job. Osuch goes down swinging with the bases loaded, but not before the Bearcats come all the way back down 6-0 to tie it here in the top of the 7th. The last lick's coming up for Rutgers.
Will you invest in yourself today? If you have big dreams but need a college degree to achieve them, then Rutgers University Newark is for you. We'll challenge you to see the world from a different perspective and teach you the skills you need to succeed. Opportunity is being at the right place at the right time. Newark is the place, and your time is now.
Bottom of the 7th, Scarlet Raiders coming to the plate. Destiny Maury leading things off. Can the Scarlet Raiders do it?
laughing? It's not me. Yeah, we have to be fast.
Miss one ball and strike.
I'm tired. Yeah, I need some sauces. It's like 14 but I don't get ribs, I get chicken. Chicken is so good. But if you're gonna get it, get
Destiny Mori now finally getting her chance here in the bottom of the 7th. A huge at-bat right now. The Bearcats will be happy to extend this to extras after arguably the biggest comeback of the year for Baruch. And the pitch inside. Hits the corner. Strike one. A 1-1 the count. High and outside. 2-1. And the pitch, low, not nearly hit her. And gone down looking goes Destiny Mori. Nasty pitch there from Ava Lavery. And that'll bring up Keelan O'Brien, arguably one of the best hitters on this Rutgers team. Keelan swinging for the fences. That's low. Ball one. Inside, ball two. Rutgers could just get one runner aboard. Trying to work some small ball magic to get that one across for the walk-off. Lavery, nasty pitch again. Way out in front was O'Brien. She was completely fooled on that one. Lavery is dialed in. It's now 2-2. O'Brien stays alive. Big pitch here at 2-2. Lavery deals what? So it was 3-2, not 2-2. Bro, what is going on with this guy in the scoreboard? Jeez. I think. Are they questioning the count here because of the scoreboard? So with one out, O'Brien's at first. Rutgers gets what they wanted here to get the base runner aboard. And that'll bring up Farise. Farise, base hit! In the left field, O'Brien at second, Farisi at first, and that's a huge clutch hit from the catcher, Gabby Farisi. Rutgers has got to stay out of the double play here. Pinch hitting now. My gosh. Josephine Morales, the senior out of Norwood, New Jersey. Morales with 12 hits on the season and batting at .333. But it's her first at-bat of the ball game on a freezing cold day. Oh, we shall see. Runners at first and second, one out for Morales. And that's in there for a called strike. Oh, 2 the count. Runners go. And the double steal. Working to perfection. Flared down the right side by Morales. So the winning run now at third in O'Brien. Big pressure moment here at 1 and 2 for the pinch hitter Morales. Lavery deals high and outside. Oh, nearly got past Farriga. Wouldn't that have been something? That was Barriga, excuse me. Lavery at 2-2. It's low, ball 3. Good job by Barriga to keep that one in front of her. The full count. Ball 4. Josephine Morales is aboard with 1 out, and the bases now are loaded. A pinch runner will come in for Rutgers. It's going to be El Mahoney at first. O'Brien at second. And another conversation on the mound as this game continues to roll on here in the bottom of the 7th. You know, when you look at it, there's only 14 kids on this Baruch roster in total. A masterful job by Ciro Gentili in moving the players he does have around, including taking on Jimenez and putting in Lavery. But now it's all come down to this. Janiyah Smith with the bases loaded, and it's high. Good eye by Janiyah. Janiyah, the 5'3" junior out of Neptune, New Jersey. A huge opportunity here. And the 0-1. It gets by Farriga. O'Brien comes home, and that's going to do it. The Scarlet Raiders walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th on the wild pitch in a wild game as they take game 1 7-6. We'll be back with game 2 right after this.